James Westcott is the editor of Elements of Architecture, one of three interconnected exhibitions of fundamentals at the 2014 Venice Biennale curated by Rem Koolhaas. The exhibition is a collection of 15 different fundamental architecture elements from different times and cultural histories in an attempt to study and reanalyze the impact that the fast growing technological advances have had on these elements and the type of hybrid mutation they are causing in architecture spaces. These are present as physical displays at the Biennale as well as a 15-part book collection edited by James Westcott in collaboration with students of Harvard GST. The centerpiece of the exhibition is a restored dome juxtaposed with a grid ceiling with mechanical and service ducts exposed, emphasizing the lost space to the architects in terms of creativity to technical requirements as active systems in a building, which are increasing in importance day by day owing to technological advances. The restored dome symbolizes beauty and creativity, and the metal false ceiling shows the junk space lost due to mechanics and digitalization. The exhibition aims at serving as a vast encyclopedia of different elements of architecture through different time periods and nationalities, giving architects and non-architects alike a chance to review the type of changes brought about by changing principles and the impact it is having on architecture practice. Ram Koolhaas emphasizes that elements like the escalator and elevator haven't been fully incorporated in the practice of architecture, and creative part of these elements is lost due to their mechanical and digital aspects. The motive behind the exhibition being to analyze and access the repertoire of impacts of mechanization and digitalization of isolated elements and its impact as a whole on the practice of architecture worldwide. It also provokes architects to think about the larger implications of the change of principles on the basis of which these elements are designed so that the creativity of architects is not subdued and overpowered by the age of digitalization. It hopes to generate awareness of these mutations in architecture practice, where the architect is unaware of how much space is lost out to the mechanical and digital aspect of design, and the ever growing loss in control in creativity and tackling these spaces. It brings forward the important aspect of elements losing their identity in architectural relevance due to digitalization and urges the new generation to rethink the way we perceive architecture today. Though this might be true in most of the cases, there are some examples where the elements have been used as architecture themselves instead of a supplementary device to appropriate programs and circulation. These examples are urban elevator in Galatza Borda, Erentia, and the urban elevator in Ekavaix, Noet, which connect the neighborhood on the hill and the city below, acting as an urban agent instead of a device for displacement. Overall, the exhibition does a good job of raising important questions and raising awareness of the growing problems in the field of architecture around the world. Although one must wonder if only raising the questions is enough for the problem instead of trying to show solutions for these type of problems through the world-renowned practice of OMA. The resources at hand for a practice like Rem Koolhaas's would definitely prove worthy of incorporating elements of architecture without loss of creativity and control in live projects. Solutions through projects could be a better way of addressing the problem at hand instead of an exhibition which just raises more questions to which nobody has the answers right now. The exhibition displays all these elements and their development can be accessed and analyzed, but looking at them in isolation would not provide answers to the problems at hand, as an architect is essentially someone who composes different fundamental elements to generate space which has a creative quality. The 15-part book collection also gives us a vast collection of knowledge to analyze and reanalyze, but these books in separate isolation do not help in addressing the problem that arises, which is when we try to put these elements together. The idea of the book being put together will only serve as a dictionary of elements. Compiling them together does not necessarily give us a direction or solution to the raised questions in addressing the problem of loss of control due to digitalization and mechanics.